It's the first edition of Capital Markets in 2018. Welcome to the program and Happy New Year to you, our viewers across the world. I'm Temple Ashaju. How did the Nigerian capital market start last year and how did it end? Did you, as an investor, invest more in equities, treasury bills or bonds? And how much of profit or losses did you make? Taking stocks is a typical element of an average investor, and that's why on the program this evening, our main focus will be the review of 2017 as an analyst at research firm Agusto and Company will share with us these analyses and give us foresight into the market in 2018. But let's get started gradually to that with some major news that we had this week. Now, the Central Bank of Nigeria this week released Nigeria's Purchasing Managers Index of PMI for December. The reading shows that manufacturing and non-manufacturing activities during the period expanded for the 9th and 8th consecutive months, respectively, to their all-time highs of 59.3 and 62.1. And that's against the 55.9 for manufacturing and 57.6 for the non-manufacturing and the November, which was the previous month. Now let's move on to other stories, which is Fitch Ratings Agency's report on Nigeria. During the week, Fitch Ratings reported that it expects falling treasury bills yields and lower issuance by the federal government to put pressure on Nigerian banks' profit in 2018. The expected slowdown in the debt instrument marks a change of strategy as the government seeks to increase its financing from external sources and longer-dated domestic issuances. Now, the CBN's T-bills issuance program for the first quarter of 2018 shows 1.1 trillion naira of rollovers against 1.3 trillion naira for maturing treasury bills. Treasury bills proved to be an important source of profits for Nigerian banks in 2017 as record yields issued attracted investors, helped support the CBN strategy to maintain a stable exchange rate and support the naira. The Nigerian government raised a total of 7.3 billion naira in 2017 via the new monthly savings bond auction introduced in March. The bond program targeted at local retail investors was run for 10 months last year, which the government looked to support its budget deficit in the new year. The debt office announced on Tuesday that the lowest allotment of 246.41 million naira was raised in December last year. The coupon rates on the savings bond allotments were 11.738% for papers maturing December 2019, while the 3-year bond of December 2020 was allotted at 12.738%. And the Securities and Exchange Commission this week kicked off the new year 2018 with a media briefing that focused on key challenges that the regulators look to address in the domestic securities markets this year. The presentation by the Acting Director General, Mr. Abdul Zubair, was the first major media interaction by the new SEC chief, who replaces Mr. Munir Gwazo. Let's listen to the highlights of that briefing.
The updates on 3 initiatives for which December 31st, 2017 were set as deadlines. One of them, continuation of the e-dividend enrollment. It will be noted that the e-dividend free registration expired on December 31st, 2017. However, all investors that are yet to enroll are enjoined to continue with the registration exercise at a marginal cost of 150 naira only. Such investors should continue to approach their banks or registrars, as usual, to seamlessly mandate their bank accounts for the collection of their dividends electronically, including unclaimed dividends, not exceeding 12 years of issues, as the 150 naira will not be demanded from them at the point of registration. For the avoidance of doubt, the 150 naira fee would not be demanded from investors at the point of registration and or submission of completed e-dividend mandate forms. Extension of forbearance for multiple accounts consolidation. With a view to encouraging many more investors to consolidate their multiple subscriptions into one account, the SEC wishes to announce an extension of the forbearance for multiple accounts till 31st March 2018. Accordingly, investors that bought shares of the same company during public offers using different names are allowed till 31st March 2018 to continue to approach their stockbrokers or registrars to regularize their shareholding in line with SEC rules or customer identification. Thereafter, all shares not regularized shall be transferred on trust to the Capital Market Development Fund. On the issuance of dividend paper warrants, in line with the approved rules of the Commission, all registrars have been directed to stop the issuance of dividend paper warrants with effect from January 1, 2018. For the avoidance of doubt, all paper dividend warrants issued up to December 31st, 2017 are valid and should be honored.